Right, should be good to go. Wasn't going to stream tonight, but as I've got to get some practice in for tomorrow's race, I thought I'd make a stream on it. Basically how I go about setting up for a race. Obviously not really the setup as such. I've sort of tweaked it. I'll probably tweak it some more. But with a race tomorrow, with the Super Trofeo, I think because they've got a lobby set sort of a day before, you can go in and we'll just be going through prepping the tyres, getting the PSI on the tyres up for the race and the quali, and then possibly tweaking the setup slightly. We'll see what lap times we do. Obviously we don't know, unless there's people in there, what lap times they're going to be doing. But this is pretty much the way I go about setting up for a race. Obviously lapping is part of it as well, but you have to set your car up, get the tyres sort of to a point. Obviously it's different if you haven't got the luxury of going in a server the day before or a couple of days before the race. You're sort of straight in on free practice and sort of quali. Then obviously you've got to do it on the fly. But as I said, with this series, they've set up the server. They've set up the server sort of a day or two before, which people can go in and just set the cars up, get the tyres up to scratch, and if we can find it, should be it. Let's have a look. Yep, Silverstone. So what we got? 150. That's not good. I would have thought they'd have done it less practice. I suppose it depends what time the race and stuff is on there. We shall see. Right. Connect this. Obviously, I'm going to have to put the password in, which you guys can't see. So I will be right back. Do what the PC version does and keeps your password. Right, so what we got? 12, 2 and 3. So I'm disappointed with that actually, because usually they usually they've maybe got 20 minutes free practice and then into quali and into the race you can set the tyres. If you've got a 2 hour difference between 12 and 2, obviously it's not going to make a massive difference in track conditions, temperature, but yeah, bit of a pain, but oh well. Anyway, we will. Let's have a look. So I say we've sort of got the setup. No, we haven't, because I'm in the wrong car. Okay. Wonder why I didn't have a tune for it. Okay, it's supposed to be in the Super Trofeo, not the bloody Lexus. Idiot. Too busy worrying about hiding the password from you guys instead of right, let's try again. So I want to get rid of the Lexus. We want to go, where is the, oh come on. Be a nightmare, is it? I don't see it. Come on. This isn't my primary, but okay, that worked. Not that one. That one. That one. Not that one. Let's go and find the bloody thing again. That's the only thing I hate about the console compared to the PC. Faffing about, you can just type it in. Right, that one. Connect. Password in again. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to hide it from you again. What a palaver. I think we need to start doing more on PC, to be fair. Right, overlay, there you go. Right, we're back. Hopefully in the right car this time. So, as I was saying, we've got a basic setup. It's really it's revolved around the aggressive setup. So I've got no real setup for this. I don't really want to buy one for it because I think it's only 2 races to go. So we'll load this. The only thing I'm a little bit sceptical about with this is the rear wing. I don't know whether to add a bit more. We're on 17 at the minute. It's helped. We were on 13. But yeah, I don't know. So we're going to get the tyres up because obviously it's different conditions to what I was doing on hot lapping a few days ago. So that's the main priority, to get the tyres to the conditions to suit the track in the server we're in now. Obviously in the race we're going to have quali 2. I don't think it's going to make a big difference. So, and obviously 2 to 3, 3 o'clock for the race again, it's going to make a big difference. So if we can get the tyres in to semi where we need them now, we should be okay. So the task now is, yeah, just go out, and I won't really gun it as such, but so getting the tyres up, that's the main thing. Or go off. The thing I hate about this ST is just hasn't got the aero compared to a normal GT3. You've also got to take it a lot slower. You've got to sort of almost get your mind in tune for being slow around the corners. Obviously braking heavier, slowing down, going around the corners slower. Otherwise, yeah, you start to try and push it like a normal GT3, it's going to scrub out. Not sure if these tyres will get anywhere near where I'll need them, but so it's a couple of laps, get the tyres up or back in, change the PSIs. Once we get them to where we need them, then we can start going around and gunning a few laps, and we can start tweaking with the aero. As I said, yeah, a bit disappointed with the server. We've usually just got a sort of 30-minute possibly free practice, or 2 free practices, and then one mimics the quali time, one mimics the race time, so you can usually get your tyres in. Starting to go up. Rights are starting to go up quicker than the lefts. Look at the 50, get it in as best you can, not too early on the power. Just about got away with that. And these tyres are going to need tweaked. Off the gas. Ain't got the bite. Finish this lap, see where these tyre pressures are, get a good gauge to how much we've got to add. bit too easy at the minute. So just no grip. Track's on fast, so it's not like it's green, but need these tyres up. Not getting around there then. She's a handful. It's just a matter of, yeah, biting your lip and getting on with it just to get your tyres up. So there's not really much you can do about it if you ain't got the grip there. Tyres are going up, but yeah, they're starting to drop off now, so they're definitely at where they are. Have to come in. And if we stop then. I notice as well, try not to stop too abruptly, because if you do, you're going to put a bit more heat into the tyres than what you should have, and it will throw your temperatures out. So if we go 5, actually we'll probably have to come back in again and sort these out. Fuel wise is fine, we don't need too much in it just to get it going. Checking something. Right, okay, so go out again. Yeah, like I said before, if you sort of in a series or a league and you sort of can't practice in their server, obviously yes, it makes things a little bit more difficult, but 9 times out of 10 they'll have a good sort of free practice session, hopefully, and it'll be round the sort of same time that the race will be. I think as well you'll start to get to know sort of track temperatures and what tyre pressures you need anyway. But like I said, it is good practice to get it sorted out now. I think it really is. I mean, before I wouldn't even bother. Say what, 3-4 months ago, I wasn't even bothering with tyre pressures. I sort of jumped into the game originally, and I just didn't bother with the tyre pressures at all. I was like, oh, they'll be alright. So I was probably losing, in some instances, maybe half a second a lap over people because I'd not bothered with the tyres. And then all of a sudden, yeah, sort of 3-4 months ago, I was like, hang on, something's not right here. People are moaning about the tyre pressures. So I thought, right, I'll give it a go. And yeah, I was just shocked, absolutely shocked by how much difference it made. Just the grip, you could literally feel the grip. Or going from, say, obviously, yeah, green track would be a prime example to, I don't know, would you say from a green track to an optimum track? Maybe not. Maybe a green track to a fast track would probably be what I felt the difference is with obviously getting the tyres into the proper window, the proper range. So, yeah, I couldn't believe it. And now I'm religiously telling everyone, yeah, about the tyres. It's like, yeah, make sure you get your tyres up. Make sure you, yeah, do your homework. Get the practice in. Get your tune set up. It definitely makes a big difference. I think it also means you can push the car a lot more. That's the thing. You push the car more, you get more confidence in the car. So, go a bit wide. Yeah. Push the car, more lap time, you're more confident in it. You can then obviously sort of string multiple laps around the same time together. There's always a bonus in a race. Consistency. Tyres are starting to go up. Right front a little bit down. I'm not sure if that's going to go up. Left seem fine actually. Maybe tweak them slightly. So we'll go up through the course of the lap because you're darting sort of left turns, right turns. So yeah, the right front definitely needs tweaked. A lot of wheel action in this car, I think. I want to keep it keep it on the track. So yeah, now my lefts I think are spot on. Just my rights are not digging in, no. So I'm happy they've gone up, but I don't think the rights are going to go up anymore. I think the max we saw on the front right was 27. It's now at 26.9, so that ain't, yeah, I'm not happy with that. We're going to go 5 on that. 5 on that, and then we're going to go 1. Actually, we went to 28. I might leave them ones. Okay. Now we want to try and get them, yeah, as even as we can each side, or lefts to rights. Obviously, I know they're going to change the more you go around the circuit, because you're going, yeah, as a left turns, left corners, right corners. So you're putting a load on the different sides of the car. Yeah, tweak it so you can get them. I think when you're pushing it and they're in the range, then that's what you, yeah. For me, that's what I look for. Also, you can feel, I definitely felt, if you go out, even as stupid as it sounds, you go out and you've upped the tyre pressure slightly. I know the tyres have then got to heat up still. You just feel there's a little bit extra grip. It's, yeah. That's usually a good indicator to say you've got them in the right window. But yeah, I think the times I need to aim for, obviously I don't know what others are doing. It's always a key if you can find out what your competitors are doing. But yeah, I think my best was a mid 205 when I was practicing a couple of days ago. So we need to be in the 205s, possibly high 204s, I think, to be competitive. To be in that range, then yeah, I think we should be okay. Like I said, I'm still not 100% on the wing. I upped it, it made me, yeah, the car a lot more stable. I took a break a bit later and I was quicker around the track. So I'm not sure if I want to up it any more. Not 100% sure. I think like the aliens are doing 203s. I saw Coach Dave, his sort of tutorial lap round here was a 203. So I'm usually about 2 seconds off that, pretty much. So that's what, yeah, 205 is what we're aiming for. If we can get a high 204, I'll be over the moon with that. The rights now have gone up a bit too much. I'm not sure if because I've scrubbed them. Turn and try and get a bit of curve on the throttle. It's going to go wide. Just haven't got the grip. Going down now. I might have scrubbed them slightly. It's so easy in this car. Rear right's a bit high. Back still wants to step out. Just hear it. It's just not gripping. I've got round there, but you can hear it sliding. It's never good. Massive lift there. Start to come out. Yeah, it's just grip's just not there at the minute. How's your track being fast as well? It's not optimum. I tried on an optimum track, so the tyres might be okay. Push it again, see if they heat up. Yeah, they could be in the range. think after last week's showing in this series, yeah, Paul Ricard, I definitely need a good result this week. Get some good haul of points, I think. Not sure what the table looks like from last race. I'm not too bothered. I'm sort of out of contention. It just hasn't got the grip at the minute. Left to dropped a little bit. Lefts have dropped, so lefts might need to be raised slightly. Rights are okay. Rear right's still a little bit concerning. Locking up now. A bit better through there. Trying to get it round there without it scrubbing. Difficult. It's not going round here at all. They've gone up now. This is a difficult car to sort out. The tyres are fine now. You get around the first part of the track and they're below where I want them. See if we can get a clean lap in. Again, a clean lap's it's imperative really, because then it sets you up. You know what lap time you've got, and then on the next lap you know if you're up or down. So well and good just trunking around going dirty after dirty after dirty. It's a waste of time. Let's ease it round here this time, not going the throttle too early. There you go, it's better. You've got a banker lap in and you go from there. And go with the throttle, try and cut a bit more. Still haven't got the grip. Well, we got through there. Tyres are in the window, so I think we're good there. It's just there's no grip from the track. Let's go round and get on the throttle, not too early. Okay, we made that. I think the biggie's going to be the corner coming up. And this one, yeah. Wanted to go again. Don't hit the sausage. Right, we just about made that. This one, make it a little bit slower, cut a bit more. It's so slow through here compared to a GT3. A little bit better through there. Well, hopefully we'll get a banker in. But yeah, I think my tyres are fine. Maybe the rear right is just a little bit overinflated. Might knock that down 0.1. Maybe even the rear front rear as well. Or front right as well. Keeps bouncing up. 205, almost. Okay. It's a start. Considering I'm still struggling with grip. So yeah, just a slight tweak then. So we're going to go down 2, I think, on that, and down 2 on that. And these are saying 27.5, but once I'm booting it around the track, certain parts, they're going right up almost to 28, so might put that above 1. So that's fine. So we're going to save that. So that should be close. I'm thinking for the race being later, the track's going to be up maybe a degree or two, which isn't going to make a massive difference, to be perfectly honest with you. So, right, so we've put in a banker, which is then going to aid us then. So now what I'll do is we'll do some laps. Obviously, the more laps you do, the better. You'll then know what your fuel consumption is going to be, because that's your next target. It's going to be a 30-minute race. We need to work out what fuel we need. So I might duplicate the tune, basically save it twice, one for a quali, one for a race, and then we won't get mixed up, and we'll have the race one set up already. And that way it gives us sort of, we're one step ahead. We don't have to worry about when we've finished qualifying and faffing about working out what fuel we need and tyre pressures and bits and pieces. We should already have it there, just to load it in, set it up. Well, not so much set it up, load it in. It'll set it up automatically, but then we're ready to go. Definitely getting in my mind to be easier on the throttle and slower through corners. Start getting in tune with the car. Definitely noticed it, and find lap time instead of trying to push it like you'd push a GT3, especially through here. Just ain't going through here. So definitely a lot slower. So 206 on a track that's not that grippy is, I'm happy with that for a base. The tyres are already up pretty much. Do a couple of laps, and then I'm going to up the aero slightly again, maybe even max it, and see if that aids us. Makes us quicker, then obviously we'll stick with that. Right, see if we can get a lap, or beat our previous lap. I'm going to brake on the 50, turn in, best you can, not too early on the throttle. We're going to go wide, we'll go wide. Only just mine, but wide's a wide, it's a dirty lap. I'll let go of the throttle and I cut a bit more, so that's better through there. Not too early on the throttle, down to third. Step on the gas. I'll start to lose time. Could have made about 2 temps through there, to be fair. We'll carry on with it. There is areas where I've messed up and make up a lot of time. Tyres locking up then. Start the ABS, 1 click. Put it up. A bit too early for that, maybe. We can make up time all over. Definitely getting the 205s then, I think. Obviously on an optimum track, you're looking at more time, more grip. Tyres aren't too bad. Better through there. If I wanted to go in the direction I wanted it to go, then so I made like what, it's over a tenth just on that final corner. Definitely maybe half a second in it then. Brake on the 50, turn in, let the car go in, then on the gas. It's better. Get through Maggots and Beckett's this time. Turn in, off the throttle, get it turned in, back and forth. Spit us out. No, okay. Time starting going down though. A bit wide into the last section. So we made up almost 3 temps there. I just ballsed it up at the end. Definitely not liking the brakes now. Walking up. Oh, that was close. What was going to hit the sausage there on the inside? Let's see if we can get this. Cut it nice enough. Gained about 2 temps, 2.5 temps by cutting it. Turn in. Slow down. Oh, I missed the apex. Okay though. A little bit squirrely out of that corner, but we're up by 7 temps, so mid 205. Happy with that. We can keep it there. Wide. So there's more time in it, so then a low 205 is definitely possible. Oh yeah, we're on for a low 205 then, okay. Front and rear are a little bit warm. Right front and rear though. After that, not bad. Let's get round here, cut a bit more curb, put foot down, don't go wide. Well, see if we can get through here correct. Still another 10th foot on the table, I reckon, through here. Let go, try and didn't let go quick enough. Send me out a bit wide, wider than I wanted. Here the tyres starting to give up. Starting to make time though. A bit slow in, but faster out than the last lap. I'm making what, almost a 10th. See the tyres locking up, it's not good. Shouldn't be locking up with my ABS. Strange. No, we're going to go out wide, no. Just feel it's going, just wants to go. Lost that time now. Definitely not a consistent car. That's better through there. Got a bit at least 2-3 temps in it, so make a low 205 then. So I'm not happy with that front. Just want to take it down one more. I'm not happy with it. So, happy with the tyres then, so that's that. So the pit strategy says I'm not too sure now if that's because I've just saved it. Fuel per lap seems quite high. We'll leave that for now, we'll do a couple more laps just to make sure. So, I'd say the ultimate lap time is going to be, actually we'll have a look. I've updated this and this works. Oh, does it? No, yes it does, okay. That was my quickest, there wasn't. Okay, I think there's a low 205.2, 205.1 on an ultimate lap, possibly. So, right, okay, let's up this aero. Go up the aero and possibly need to change the brake bias to stop that locking up. So we can only go up by 2. I'm going to go up 2. This might knock the tyres slightly. I'm not 100% sure. So obviously you have to be aware of that. So I'll go out and see what the 19 wing does. Might help us a bit more. We'll get into the 204s and I think it has helped us. If we're around the same, then I'm not sure whether we use it. If it makes the car more stable, Obviously, yeah, we'll keep the wing where it is, definitely. Always want the car to be stable. Should aid us with braking as well, having more rear wing. Still locking up there, you can hear it. That's bizarre. Maybe this is back on 5, okay. Don't change that in the settings. Leave that like that. Seems like it's helping. Obviously proof will be in the lap time. Right front again, up to 28 already. I knocked that down as well. Right, oh, broke a bit too early there. Wrong board. Too busy looking at the tyres. Really two and a bit temps down, but see what happens anyway over this lap. A bit late. Making time up, but we made time up on the last lap because we messed that part up. We seem to brake better for there. Right time's now down to 27.5. Some time up there, not a lot. I'm not sure if this is going to make me quicker, you know, the rear wing. To drop it down, back down to where it was, or maybe even lower. Definitely helping slow the car down though. Right, slow on the 50. Get around there. I didn't brake enough. Slow the car enough through here. Getting more time to make up through Maggots and Beckett's, that's a definite. Don't think the 4 wing aero's going to, or full aero, is helping. So we're down to second then. That's a bit bizarre. I mean, right front now is down to 27.3. That is seriously fluctuating. I really don't understand that. Go back up now. The other tyres are fine, it's going up now. So bizarre. Right, yeah, it's 27.8 now, so it's now spot on. Oh, come on. Better. So we can get through here. Car definitely doesn't want you to, yeah, sharply turn one way to another to try and get the grip. Does not like it at all. Brakes locking again. No, I'm not liking this wing. I think it's playing havoc with that front right as well. Let's go down 3 clicks this time. I'm going to change the brakes as well. See if that helps with the locking up. Well, let's try that. There we go again. This helps knocking it down. Obviously one lower than where it was. I set my best lap. See if it aids the tyres actually, helps the tyres, I don't know. Yeah, where you need to sort of get the car turned in through Maggotts and Beckett's, as I said before, it just does not like you to sort of start to drift, say to the left for a right, and then yank it into the right to get a bit more bite, a bit more grip. It does not like that whatsoever. Such an arse of a car. You won't be driving this again after this series, I think. You're hanging up the Lambo Super Trofeo's boots for a while. Well, at least I did claim a race win in the series if I don't get another one, so I'm happy. Could have possibly won Misano, but wasn't meant to be. Feels a little bit better. We'll find out when they try and set a lap. Right, see if we can settle that. A bit early on the brakes there. A bit before the 50, but scrub out the front this time through here. Lost a bit of time going in, we're gaining time coming out the other side. Should be in the green now. Brake a bit before that curve this time. And that's better. Better through there, a lot better. All the time. Bit too pussyfooting around through there, I think. Maybe we need the that bit of one click of rear wing. Hanging around the same time as we did before, which consistency wise is good. Didn't make up any. Bad. Oh, it's not going to turn in. It is, but it's going to be slower. Really, that got the gas then to get it in. It's a dodgy car to drive this. A bit better through there. Making up enough though, I don't think. I think maybe then back to 17 wing. That's the thing as well with the brakes. Because of the cold temperature, the track temperature, the brakes ducts. And I'm going to close them one. Notice the brakes are staying cold down the hanger straight. Getting to the bottom and the brakes aren't warm enough. That's possibly why it's locking up. Consistency wise, I'm sort of happy now. I know I messed up the first corner. That's where I've lost all this time. Oh, overshot that. But yeah, consistency wise, I think we're sort of mid 205s, which is, so I'm happy with. If we can just shave a bit more off that. But yeah, definitely with the track temperature. So I'm not used to that. Like I said, I was hot lapping on this optimum and a lot higher temperature, so it's more the fronts. Let's go 3 and 3 actually. So this should keep the tyres warmer as well, in theory. So that could be why then the tyres are going from sort of 27.3 all the way up to almost 28, different parts of the track. Put the rear wing back to 17. Right. So I says, yeah, it's all about tweaking. If you can tweak, just shave a couple of temps off here and there. It all helps. But yeah, I think tyre temperature wise, we're in the range, so I don't think I've got to worry about that. See what 3 and 3 brake ducts do. Obviously going to keep the temperature in the brakes, should then keep the temperature in the tyres a little bit better. Yeah, that could be why down at the bottom of here, when I was braking, it was locking up. Just didn't have the bite in the brakes. All about the place still. Rears might need to go down another click. Fronts are staying nice and green. The rears, a couple of sequences they are, but let's see if they stay green this time. Feels better under braking. The big one will be now down the hanger straight. So that right hander. No. Anyway, let's see. Over the throttle, turn in. Better through there. A lot better. Almost 2 temps when I do it correctly. Tyre, brake discs are on cold though. Definitely not locking the brakes though. 3 temps. Deep into there. Lose some of this time now. Just can't get through there. Still think the rear brakes need to go down 1 click again. Definitely. Making up time all over. Shame I lost the time. Down at the bottom corner of the hanger straight, but. So I'm happy with the tyre temperatures. Pretty much, they're still fluctuating, but so I reckon rear needs to go down to 2. I really do think the rear needs to go down to 2. Did we change? Actually, we changed the bias, didn't we, as well? Thinking that was why it was blocking up. So I'm going to put the bias back to where it was. I think it was 56.2. We saved that. To be fair, I think I'm happy with that. Right, let's try again. So yeah, a couple more laps. I think we're going to be okay with the temperature. I think we're okay then with the tune. Make sure these brakes don't overheat now. So we're going to have to do the fuel calculator. Calculate the fuel. And then to be fair, that'll be it then till tomorrow. Like I said though, it's just a shame that yeah, the free practice is so long that we couldn't obviously simulate qualifying in the race to get the proper tyre temps, but I don't think they're going to be far out, so I'm happy with it. Definitely happy with it. Happier than what I was anyway earlier on. so nice to be on an optimum track tomorrow in the race. A bit more grip. Tell you what, if we could get in the 204s, I'll be here over the moon with that, to be fair. We might have a chance then tomorrow. The brakes are definitely working better. Right, let's go again. Make it a 50, hard on the brakes, turn in, got a little bit of curve, not too much. It's not too bad. Go through here. Go to throttle, turn in. Yeah, I didn't turn the wheel enough. Going to be up there anyway, but yeah, didn't turn the wheel enough. Nice cut of maggots and beckets. Locking the brakes slightly, but not as bad. Still got round there. Can make a temp through there now. Now I don't want to dirty that. Typical. That's another thing I like doing as well, especially if it's a car that you haven't drove, is go on YouTube onto Coach Dave's website, and or not website, on his YouTube channel, and he 9 times out of 10 he will have a lap in the same car on the same track, and I just use it as a gauge for making sure I'm in the right gears for the corners. Definitely helps, really does. So I think you could scrub maybe 2 or 3 tenths of that away if you want to run wide in maggots and beckets. So going in. Sometimes it grips there, sometimes it don't. Really bizarre. Better through there. Yeah, somebody's in here. That was messy the first corner, but I'm making up time in the second, or through maggots and beckets. Got time there. Try first into here, then into second. If that helps, I'm going to run a bit wide. Oh, just thought I was going to dirty that then. No. Carry too much speed into there. Definitely a couple of temps in it, I think. Definitely a low 205. I think in the race it's going to be 204s, possibly quali with the track. Yeah, a bit more grip, a bit more rubber down. time to be made up all over, to be fair. That's better through there. 10th. No. Just going to hold it. No, he's not. Oh, it's up there as well. Just took it a bit too narrow. 2.5 temps as well. The time I'm making up. No. Cooking the tyres though. Definitely happy with this setup though. That's a definite. So what we're doing a lap, so yeah, 3.2. We'll say 205s. 3.2. Cook the tyres too much. We might be able to go for one more lap. I've got enough fuel. We'll get another cheeky lap in. Very low fuel. On the brakes, turn in, wait, go. Not as quick that time. Maggots and Beckett's correct, make a few temps up. No. Too deep. Too deep. Let's have a look. So I'm happy with that then. So we'll save that. I've already saved it. Yeah, we'll save that to that. So what I want to do now is I want to duplicate this just to save faffing about. Put this as Q. Usually means, obviously for me it's qualifying. So then obviously I've got a race. So what were we saying? 3.2. So if we go to fuel calculator, which I've got on one of my Discord channels that I'm in, which definitely helps. Let's have a look. Fuel, right. So fuel, we're going. It's a 30-minute race. We're doing a 1. No, we're not. We're doing a 2. 05. And the fuel is 2, so 3.2, 3.2. Just saying 48 litres, 15 laps. So we're going to go with 50 because I never trust the damn thing anyway. Well, actually, we're going to go with 52. So I hate, as good as they are, yeah, I'd rather not bet my house on it, so to speak. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that over to that. We're going to save that. So that then is our race fuel saved. So then, yeah, that's our race fuel saved. So we don't have to worry about that then tomorrow. And we'll just put, yeah, the qualifying, the quali tune in. We've had it'll have the 18 litres, which should be enough for the 10-minute. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. That's what we've been on, about an hour or so. Hour's not bad setting it up. Obviously, like I said before, I did do some laps to sort of get the tune in range to start with, but that again was on that was on just an offline hot lap scenario or hot stint, which obviously track temperature and its optimum. That's just not really, well, it is for a race situation, but yeah, but it gave me a rough guide for my tune, and obviously we perfected it on the actual race server. So, but yeah, we'll jump in. Race starts at 8 o'clock tomorrow, so we'll probably jump in slightly earlier and see what's what. Maybe they've changed it at the times, I don't know, but as I said before, we're not going to be massively out. It's sort of 2 hours out and 3 hours for the race, which isn't going to massively affect the temperature, and also being it cloudy, it's not going to up the temperature too much either. So I think, to be honest with you, we're going to be fine. So yeah, I think we've got, what have we got? Have a quick look if I can find what tracks we're doing. Calendar. So Silverstone, yeah, Silverstone this week, and then the last race is Monza. Obviously, we're not sure if we're going to fit the Nürburgring back in because we never did it because of the server issues. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, Monza should be quite interesting because it's not. It's obviously the big straights, sort of. Well, not zero wing. I think in these you're going to have to run a little bit of wing because they're just, yeah, that dodgy. But yeah, that's not too bad in Silverstone. Monza, 2 tracks I don't mind so much. But yeah, anyway, on that note, I think I'm going to call it. I will be back for the race tomorrow. I'll probably start stream 10 to 8, something like that, 8 o'clock, I don't know. But yeah, we'll see how we get on tomorrow, see what times people are doing. I'm not 100% sure, so be interesting. I think there's a possibility we could be up there. Possibility we should score good points. Again, I don't know if they've done the table. I'm not sure if they redid the table. No, they haven't done the table, which is what have they? No, 10th of the 2nd. No, they haven't. Where I come 7th or 8th, was it? I don't know. But at the minute on the table, I'm in 6th place. So I might have moved up one. I'm not sure because I did score points last week. But yeah, to be honest with you though, looking at the 15, still a chance. 2 good races, Silverstone and Monza. A chance of maybe even getting on the podium. I'm not too sure. So yeah, be interesting. But anyway, guys, like I said, on that note, I'm going to call it. I said hopefully you found this interesting of how I tune, set up the tyres, fuel and stuff for a race.